Hey, it's Niamh of the Stay-at-Home Family, and I'm here with a little iPhone hack that you probably didn't know about. For all those of you out there who are making videos, who are doing any kind of video marketing, you may not realize how much you don't need to have professional equipment. I'm gonna, hang on, let me put down what's in my hand. I'm gonna show you, this is my tripod. It's a chair on top of a box with a box on top that I can lean my phone back against. And I literally use the front of my phone. Now I cheat a little bit, like the camera on the back of your phone is a little bit better than the camera on the front of your phone. But I like to see myself while I'm doing a video so that I can kind of talk to myself, because it's really hard to just talk, right? But if I see myself, I know I'm in the middle of the shot, and also I am, what's the word? I feel like I'm talking to somebody. It's just me, but it still feels like talking to somebody. But I found out the other day that you can do cool things with your iPhone's headset. So the sound may have been a little bit wonky on this because I'm all over the place showing you stuff. But if you plug in your iPhone's headset, the headset that came with it, it's got a really good microphone. So if you don't want to be right next to the camera, so if you wanted to say sit back and you wanted to be able to just talk normally, like you can have this really good microphone. You can just put it down on your lap, and I'm going to put it kind of gently so that you still hear me really well, but it still picks up really good sound. And say if you're in a background that's really noisy, you can have this kind of near you and still have a good distance from the shot without it like having to shout, it'll still pick up you more than the background noise. So that's one little hack. Here's another one I literally just learned today. Like you'll have seen, you know how I always do the lean in to turn things on and off. Now my internet is absolutely woeful. Like it is so bad. So I use my data plan to upload my videos, which means they're not going to my computer, which means I'm not going to be really editing them. So you always see my turn on and off thumb thing. That's always in my videos. And I just figure, whatever, like people can deal. But I just discovered today that you'll see these little buttons on your iPhone. Now they're volume buttons. That's a little minus and a little plus. And also in the middle there's a button there too. Now there's all kinds of things these buttons can do, and I haven't quite, I watched a video on them, but I didn't quite pick up all of them. One of the coolest things is if you press either the minus or the plus button while it's plugged into your camera, it'll actually stop or start your recording. So I can sit back. This is how I started this recording. I sat back and I just pressed the little minus button. I'd suggest the minus over the plus, because the plus has the microphone right behind it, and you'll be all like rubbing the microphone and make weird noises. I'm going to listen back to this and see how the the microphone thing went. But anyway, you can press the minus button to start and stop your video, which means that you can start from back here. You don't have to do any editing to get out your like weird awkward reach. You also will have a more powerful microphone. So it's just a cool little thing, and this is just the headphones that came with your iPhone. So a cool little thing if you want to get into video marketing. You do not need to complicate things. I think a lot of the problems with people, and even in any kind of marketing, in any kind of online marketing, the major reason people don't do it or they don't get started is because they think it's really complicated. They think you need to have professional equipment. They think you need to have a laptop. You don't even have to have a computer. If you have a smartphone, that works. If you have a tablet, that works. Now don't get me wrong, I think it's a little bit easier with a computer, but that's because I'm not really an expert on smartphones and tablets. Maybe if I was, it would be easier for me there. But I find it a little bit easier on a computer. But you don't need to have expertise. You don't need to have like all this extra stuff. I use my regular old iPhone, turn it on, turn it off, talk, and then I upload my videos straight to YouTube from my camera phone, and it has an option to do it right there. So I don't go through any complicated processes, and I think that that's really important to understand. Now there are some things that I do that are a little bit more complicated that I learned along the way, but the majority of our income has come from first just creating friends on social media and sharing fun videos that I didn't even make, right? Then it turned to doing my own blogs, doing my own stuff, and still sharing it on social media just like I always knew how. Then it went to recording my own videos, and I wasn't that comfortable at the start. I didn't even have an iPhone at the start. I was using a digital camera and then plugging the SD card into my laptop and then uploading from there. So it was a little complicated, but I've never held back waiting to be perfect or waiting to be professional. Right now, you can create the life that you want, and you'll have amazing stories and amazing things that you can teach on it, amazing confidence that you gain as you go. But don't let that be the thing that holds you back right now, because this can be super, super simple if you allow it to be. You don't have to wait till things are perfect. You don't have to wait till you fully understand the entire internet. It's a matter of learning the cool tricks that work right now and just applying as you learn, and you'll grow and do better and better as you go. That's what I've always taken on, the practice of doing and then tweaking as I learn more. So you'll see I was doing these, like leaning in to turn on and off my video. Now you probably won't see that anymore as long as I've got a handy set of headphones. So I appreciate you. If you want to learn the step-by-step process that will take you from where you are to where you want to be, to living your dreams, you need to click the link below and decide that it's time to join us. So I appreciate you. See you in the next video.